I really do hate these types of videos because you never want to talk about a guy's flaws. I try to keep it positive. The truth is, though, Donavon Wilson just isn't playing good football. It's been a reoccurring thing. Bad angles. Just looks slow. I'm not saying he needs to be benched, but the Cowboys have to have that conversation. Let's prove it with the film. There was actually some really good things that the defense did, but safety play, in particular Donavon Wilson, wasn't one of those things. What's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy, Foots the King. As always, thank you all for liking, sharing, and subscribing. That definitely was a rough one. And as I got to the film today, I really found some things that actually, it wasn't all bad, but there were some things that I said, this just isn't going to work. And Donavon Wilson being on the field right now, at times he is a liability. And I hate doing these types of film sessions because I don't want to be Donavon Wilson's career has been admirable. Like, I want to make sure that I say that. His climb, being able to be on the field, his climb to being a starter, he really is a guy who he worked his way from the mud. Texas A&M 4th-round pick. He's played good football for a while. But right now, I'm just not seeing it. He's not seeing it. He's not running a certain way. And we got to talk about it. But before we do, I just want to make sure that I shout out our sponsors, BetUS. Thank you, BetUS, for sponsoring this video. The Yankees are in the World Series. The Dodgers are in the World Series. Basketball's on. October is the sweet spot for sports. Like, October is I love October sports. You got NCAA on. It's starting to get tight. You got a 12-team playoff. So all these different sports are happening. Make sure you guys get your plays in. Make sure you get those parlays in. BetUS can take care of you. All you got to do, YouTube, 150. Get that 150% bonus promo. They'll give you that on your first couple plays. Make sure you guys tap in with BetUS. The website is very easy to maneuver. BetUS, BetUS, BetUS. When I watched the film, one of the things that I noticed was Mike Zimmer came in this game with a plan. Mike Zimmer's plan was very admirable. Mike Zimmer said, Brock Purdy, you're struggling versus man coverage. Brock Purdy, you struggle when we heat you up. Brock Purdy, we know that when you go under center, it's going to be a run. We're going to do everything we can to try to hold up. And if you remember, going into halftime, that game was 10-6. They come out after half, they score because of a stupid, and please don't get me started on Bones Fossil. It's like he has to be a part of the game. He has to insert himself in part of the game. We had penalty after penalty. You started the game with the penalty. So if you want to be mad at Mike McCarthy, you can be mad at Mike McCarthy for a lot of things, but it's like, Mike, you need to get a hold of Bones Fossil. These stupid penalties are killing us. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that's another video. And then Dak throws the pick. We're backed up, and that gave them life. That gave them points again, and they just went crazy in the third quarter. But I thought that you played good defense. However, what they found in the second quarter, and the second half, this is a game of adjustments, was if you're going to keep heating us up, we're going to build in crossers. We're going to get your guys in space, and your guys are going to have to tackle. And unfortunately, Donavon Wilson was the link. Like, he was the weakest link. He was the guy they said, we're going to attack this guy. And as we watch this film, you guys will see his hips look bad, his eyes look bad, and he can't tackle. Donavon Wilson was our best tackler years ago. Right now, he's not even getting guys to the ground, and that's scary. So when we're watching film, I want you guys to listen, really pay attention to a few things. He can't run. Right now, Donavon Wilson can't run. He can't walk down a tight end. That's bad. He can't run. He can't tackle, okay, and his eyes are bad. Let's get to this film, man, unfortunately. So, like I said, this is not a bashing video. This is just speaking the facts. Unfortunately, this is my job. And I don't know any other way. I can't fluff it to you guys. I can't, say things that I'm not seeing. You guys trust my eyes, even if we don't agree. This is why you guys have come to love me. This is why I love you all. Let's have these tough conversations, and this is a tough conversation to have. I mean, this play right here, this wasn't even Wilson to cover, but watch 6 right there. That just can't happen. I just, I don't know what, as I run it back, I just don't know what is Donavon Wilson looking at. You tell me. Let me stop it again. Okay. Your team is chasing what are we doing? I literally have no idea what we're doing. I mean, you're split field, so you have that half. What's going on? And Hooker beat you to the plate. Eyes, bad eyes. What did I say? Terrible eyes. Okay, here we go. Big crosser to Kittle. But can we get him to the ground? Can it not be an extra 15 yards? I'm not mad at the big crosser to Kittle. Like that's George Kittle. George Kittle is top 5 tight end in the NFL. Tight end day. Okay, let's close this and let's just make a tackle. Like, let's not stare at him. This is your man. We're playing man across the board. We're in their personal space. Let's not stare. Like let's. And I understand why Trevon Diggs is upset. He's in man. Like, Diggs is in man. He's being ran off. Kudos to Shanahan for finding this. It's just like, oh, this guy can't tackle. This guy's not playing good football. Let's just run past him. And that's what they did. And I think that, you don't want to make these wild allegations about a player like when it comes to Diggs because, yeah, it looks like he's jogging, but he's not. I mean, he just chased 18 down the field. Again, big crosser. You don't get home. This is why you need a Micah Parsons. But look at Donavon Wilson's hips. Like, I mean, guys, look, this is a tight end. Yes, Kittle is really good, but there shouldn't be that much separation. There shouldn't be that much run after the catch. I mean, he looks like Christian McCaffrey out there, and that's not good. Like, if we're going to allow this to happen, I don't know. These are the things that if you want to get on Mike McCarthy, get on him about this. Get on him about saying, you know what? We got to get somebody in there who could tackle. We got to get somebody in there who's going to make plays on the football. We have to get somebody in there who's going to sell out to get somebody to the ground. These are the things when you're watching film. And the reason why I showed this clip, because look at Jordan Lewis. Purdy wanted to go to Kittle here. Watch Jordan Lewis. No, I'm on that. And even if it's a catch, it's a tackle. Like, these are the things that I'm saying, like, we got to do better. And if you want to get on Mike Zimmer for anything when it came to game planning, let's get Israel McQuamu on a George Kittle. Let's get a Jordan Lewis matched up on a George Kittle. That was the only person that could have beat you yesterday. And I think that Mike Zimmer had a really good play in the first half. But once they found Donavon Wilson a few times, okay, Dono, come sit next to me. Let's talk about it. They didn't do that. They ended up losing the game. I'm not putting it all on defense because I actually really like the defense's energy. I like the way Chauncey Golston played. I'll be breaking out some of his film. But I just think that, changes have to be made. And you have to look at some of these things. And I think the first domino to fall could be a guy like Donavon Wilson because he just hasn't put good tape on. He hasn't put good tape out there. It is what it is. Yo, thank you guys for growing with me. Even through the losses, I'm going to be here. It's tough, but I'm going to be here. Love you all. Peace.